Hello, everybody, and welcome back to part two of the math portion of the Excel course. Today, our topic is formulas and functions. Now, in the last part, I talked about some of the power that Excel has when it comes to math, but the true power is in all the built-in formulas and functions that Excel has. Excel has so many. First, to access, you hit the equal sign and then you type in whatever it is. And if you type in any letter or almost any letter, a ton of different ones come up. There's literally hundreds, maybe thousands, probably not thousands, but there are hundreds of different built in formulas. Odds are, if you need to do something mathematical in Excel, there's a way to do it. So to access any formulas or functions, as I said, you hit the equal sign and then you type in whatever it is you want. For example, if you want the sum function, you type capital S, or you could type small s too, it comes right up. Hit the open parentheses. Now, if you hover over when you have just a single letter typed or once you have formula started, it'll tell you some of the information here of how to properly use the formula. So for sum, it's pretty simple. It just adds together all the cells that you've selected. You close the parentheses. Be sure to close the parentheses. If you don't close the parentheses and you have just one function, it's probably fine. But if you have multiple functions within the same cell and you don't close your functions properly, Excel will get confused and might give you an output that you don't really want. So you hit enter, and right there, you get exactly what you want. Now, if you want to do something specific in Excel and you don't know the requisite formula or function that you need, the simplest thing to do is to go to Google and type in whatever it is that you need to get done. And 99 times out of 100, someone else has done or tried to do the exact same thing that you're trying to do, and thus there will be an easily accessible way to get done whatever it is you need to get done. I should have shared this with you guys in the last part, but this is a list of some of the basic mathematical operators that you're going to use in Excel and how to use them. Excel does know PEMDAS, so use parentheses and order of operations to get whatever it is you need. And here's a list of some of the basic functions that Excel has that you might use. So the maximum function finds the highest value within the selected cells. Min does the same thing. Average does an arithmetic average, or adds up all the numbers and then divides by the number of numbers. If you want a geometric average, then there's a slightly different function to do that. The sum adds everything together. Count counts the number of things with it that you've selected. And you could do any combination of these. Just remember that the parentheses are very important. Let's get back to our example over here. Let me clear this out for a second. What we have right here is an example of a gradebook. If you remember, one of the final project options is a gradebook, and here's a little example of what might happen. In a gradebook, you might want to know what the total possible points there are. So we can hit equals, sum, and sum together all the possible values. And if we do that, we get 275. Now I'm going to bring in a little bit more data. Now here we have some potential scores a fictional student got in this class. And we want to know what they got in total. So again, we're going to sum up all of their scores. And we can see they got a pretty decent number of points. But let's say we wanted to know what percentage they got of the points. To do that, we could do the number that they scored divided by the total possible numbers, and that we got 0.97. That's cool, but what if we want it as a percent? We'll do times 100, and we get 92%. That's awesome. I'll see you guys next time in the next part. Have an awesome day.